Hi, Stephen Callahan here at the SJCOE Fab Lab with another episode of Fast Apps Scripts for Teachers. Today we're going to be talking about data. Data is so vital. Certainly for STEM, it's so necessary to be able to quantify what we're observing. It's also really important in all types of careers. Hey, teachers, we all use it. We all have our grade book, right? Being able to measure something lets us know something about it, right? So, if I we're going to try in about 5 minutes to improve our last popsicle sticks program and make a part 2.0 of our program. Now, before it was able to just pop up a random name. That's great. That's nice. That's what a popsicle does. But we also would like to be able to get feedback about our students, be able to use it as an assessment tool. So, since I am gathering data, I want to point out that data and analysis is a part of the California Computer Science Standards. Specifically, by the time students are done with 8th grade, they should be able to collect data using a computational tool and transform that data to make it more useful. And that's what we're going to be doing with this program. Let's get started. So you'll notice right here, we have our spreadsheet. You might notice some upgrade. Before we only had names, but now we have names and values. Now, let's look at our code. We've changed it some, we haven't changed it a ton. Really what we've done is we've kept the same two functions. Remember, we've got our range here. We've gathered a random number somewhere, between 0 and the end of our array. And then we're able to get that data. Now, we've also kind of stored which number it is, and that's important because you'll notice we have two arrays, and we want to be able to refer to that row that we've chosen in the second array as well. So here we go through, we have an alert jump up. It says, hey, did the student, which we got from that first row, did the student answer correctly, yes or no? Now, this is a condition, right? It gives me data upon which I can base my condition. If the answer is yes, then I'm going to run this code, and if the answer is no, then I'm going to run this code. Notice what's going on here is that I am subtracting if they answered no and adding if they answered yes. Now, I do want to point out, you are the engineer, you are the coder. Maybe what you want is to be able to add points for a correct answer and subtract for a wrong answer, but maybe that doesn't seem fair or informative to you. Maybe what you want is for a no response to be worth 0. So the students are increasing their score but not decreasing their score. Really, I'm not suggesting this is a tool upon which to base grades, but rather just for your own information. But really, we make decisions with data so that we can understand what we're observing. And this mathematical formula going on here, whether I'm adding for correct or not, well, that's a choice, and that changes what data I get back. Either way, what happens is this. Let's look at our program. So remember, we had tied an event to this button. So let's say I press to get the next student. Did Bruce answer correctly? I'm going to say, yes, he did. And you'll notice Bruce's number increased by 1. It went from 1 to 2. And my graph is showing me an increase here. So one of the great things about this is I can see, well, Tony's going to need a little bit of help. I should make sure to talk to Tony directly and help him out with this content. Anyway, we're at 5 minutes. We're going to keep on improving this program. I've got plans. It's going to be something awesome that you're making. Go ahead, try coding this out. Make some changes so it works for you. Maybe you don't want this type of graph. Maybe you want a different graph. Go ahead, code, have fun. See you next time.